Wrong Turn is about a group of friends and a random stranger who get trapped in the woods and have to survive against a group of cannibalistic mutants. I'm sure it'll all work out. We open with Rich and Haley mountain climbing, and Haley kinda sucks at it. But Rich gets to the top and disappears and, well, shows up a little bit later. And someone starts pulling Haley up, but the real question is, if they're climbing alone, how did they get their ropes tied to the top, and what are they attached to? She then cuts the rope and falls on her back, I mean her face, I guess, and then she dies. And that is the end of the opening kill. This is Chris and his nice car. Wanna guess who's gonna make it till the end? But he runs into a traffic jam, so he decides he's gonna take a back road, cause what can go wrong with that? And his indestructible phone dies, because no one is allowed to have a cell phone in a horror movie. But he finds a gas station that he really should know not to go near. Why? Well, if a gas station sign is just a wood board with words burned into it, and the word value is spelled wrong, don't go in there. If the gas station is also selling cars, don't go in there. And if the tenant is drinking Pepto-Bismol straight from the bottle, don't go in there. And what a surprise, the payphone doesn't work, so he finds the dirt road on the map. And so while he's driving, he gets distracted by a dead deer and hits literally the only thing in the road. So then he meets all the other characters, and it's time to play Guess Who's Gonna Die First.
Well, it looks like you killed my bike here, too.
I guess it was Scott's bike. But these four leave to find a phone, and these two stay behind to smoke pot and get killed by the mutants. So the rest find a fire, just in case you forgot they're being watched, but just keep walking, so what was the point of this? But they eventually find this lovely house and find that no one's home, so they decide to break in because Carly needs to pee. Seriously, that was the deciding factor. But they go into this place that has cars everywhere, rotting food on the table, and dirt and blood all over the walls, and decide, you know, this place might have a phone. Let's start yelling hello and hope someone hears us. These people are idiots. And Carly's so dumb, she looks around this place and is still focused on finding a bathroom. She'd be better off peeing outside, just pee outside. But she finally finds the damn bathroom, so all is well and good. But they keep looking around, and it's not until they find a bunch of barbed wire and jarred body parts that they decide maybe it's a bad idea to be here.
What about a phone?
No, really? You just figured that out? This guy's supposed to be a doctor, by the way. But the mutants come home, so now it's too late. And they all have to hide while the mutants start, let's say, doing cannibal stuff. And they try to sneak out while they're sleeping, but get seen, so they have to run, and they get trapped in a car cemetery, I guess. And they actually did a really good job with the mutants' makeup. So Chris decides to try to distract them while the others go to steal the truck, but he gets shot, so now it's Scott's turn. Which works out for most of them, but not for Scott. I just wanted to point out the obvious tube that's pumping the fake blood onto him. But then they run into a roadblock and the truck gets stuck, so we'll never see that truck again. And that night, they find a watchtower.
Hello? Is anyone out there?
What is with these people and wanting to get these psychos' attention? Also, I don't know how her shirt doesn't have any dirt on it, or how the guy who got shot in the leg is climbing a ladder. But whatever, they go up and find a ladder and try to contact help, and they get a hold of someone just as the mutants show up, and it's just loud enough for the mutants to hear it. Because they needed to create conflict somehow. But the mutants try to climb up, and they stop them from coming in, so they decide to start this 50-foot watchtower on fire. So these three decide to jump out the window, and Jeff jumps out in the worst way she possibly can. I don't know why she turned onto her back like this. Was she trying to get hurt? But Carly decides she's just gonna stand here and, well, ends up dying for it. Remember how I mentioned that the watchtower was about 50 feet tall and they lit it on fire? If something this big is on fire, Why is there no smoke in the air, and why has the fire not spread to any of the trees that are around it? But since Chris and Jesse are actually somewhat smart, they come up with an actual plan to use this branch to knock Tree Ninja out of the trees. So he's dead now, right? They get away, and we get some sob story about how Jesse's boyfriend broke up with her and her friends took her camping to make her feel better. Yeah, that worked out. But next morning, they're trying to think of a way to get Chris down to the road, and, well, I guess that works. At least he's down there now. Oh look, he found a cop. But the first cop in every horror movie has to die, so Sharpshooter here only shoots one arrow, but 2 arrows go into the seat. How did this mistake even happen? Then he takes the police truck and Chris rides under it. Or not. Moving on. Jess is still alive, so in order to rescue her, Chris drives the truck through the building, and this guy actually got lit on fire. I mean the actor, during filming. But anyway, I guess this guy's not dead. So after some fighting, Chris and Jess get outside, and they blow up the house with the mutants in it without backing far enough away. So they're all dead now, right? I guess Chris and Jess aren't. So they take the truck that got stuck in the mud earlier and go back to the gas station. And instead of, killing this guy or beating the crap out of him or even confronting him, they just take this map that I'm sure he doesn't have any more copies of and leave. Does this happen every time someone gets away from the mutants? No wonder they got away with this for so long. And now the police know where this place is, because I guess they never knew about it before, although I don't know how they didn't, and find the burned down house, and god damn it. And I guess this guy's not dead, because they needed someone to set up a sequel, or 5. This is the best of all the Wrong Turn movies, as is the case for most horror franchises. It doesn't rely on exaggerated gore, or really any sexual content. It does have graphic images and some gore, but half the deaths are off screen, and what they do show really isn't overly graphic. The makeup for the mutants is really well done, and it makes the actors actually look like they are physically deformed. And the acting from both the mutants and the main characters is pretty good, and at least the characters aren't so dumb they're annoying. They are still pretty stupid though. Don't forget to do the YouTube stuff, and thanks for watching.